We love Floyd Lula, don't we? Is that like the most joyous song? I'm going to be talking about that song in this talk. It's a good way to introduce it. But this is the last Sunday of Thanksgiving in June. But as we know by now, gratitude and appreciation are the vibrational ingredients necessary for positive, enjoyable creation in our life. Abraham Hicks tells us, when you feel gratitude, you are the closest to the natural state you were born to live in. Gratitude and appreciation are qualities of our spirit, the source energy that gave birth to us and continues to give us life right now. That's why it's essential for us to activate and practice being grateful for the gift of life so that we're able to receive the good that is ours to receive naturally. Gratitude is our natural state. And out of that good feeling, we create a life that feels good to live. Now, as we've said so many times before, we're always creating something. Because our thoughts are creative and we're always thinking something. Thoughts are powerful things, and yet so often we don't give them the attention they deserve. We create whether we want to or not, and we create whether we like what we're creating or not. Every thought is a prayer. A prayer made intentionally, or a prayer made by default. Either way, the vibration of our spoken and unspoken thoughts goes straight to the vibration of creation that always answers yes without question. So we might as well be in a good mood while we're thinking so that we can create what we want with our thoughts. A mental, emotional funk of ingratitude about anything in our life for any reason keeps us from receiving the good we want, the very good we've prayed for. Because ingratitude funks up our vibration. And yet it takes so little to clear it up. For example, I love that song that we just played, we've been playing all month, I'm Grateful I'm Alive. Gary Lynn Floyd wrote that. And after listening to it many times over the past few years and every Sunday this month, it occurred to me, as it has before, that a beautiful way for us to activate gratitude for our life and appreciation for the true miracle it is and the true miracle we are, a great way for us to easily practice gratitude each day would be for us to consciously appreciate all of our human senses, just the way the lyrics suggest. To be grateful for the see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, touch it aspect of our humanness that we're always using every moment of every day. Gratitude for our senses causes us to notice how precious life is as it comes to us through sight and sound and taste and smell and touch. As Gary Lynn Floyd sings, as you know, he sings about 4 things he's grateful for about each of his senses. He begins with what he can see. Sunshine, your eyes, dewdrops, dragonflies. Although in my notes I have fireflies. I noticed he said dragonflies, but I kind of dig fireflies too. And then 4 sounds he's grateful he can hear. Your voice, waterfall, thrush song, coyote call. And he goes on through the rest of the human senses. It's such a powerful song of praise and celebration for our human experience. And even though our senses are always there, do we take delight in them? Or does it seem that often we notice them the most when we see something we don't like, or when we hear a sound that's too loud or irritating, or we smell or taste something that we find unpleasant, or we touch something icky? But what if we found 4 things each day about each of our senses to be grateful for, that caused us just to be grateful we're alive? And so this morning, just to activate that awareness, what I'm going to do is I will say one of our senses, and I invite you to just think about what delights you. One thing that delights you about that particular sense. And when we're all ready, I would like to invite you to shout it out, because the vibration of our gratitude and appreciation will soothe our world. Okay? So let's start with sight. Just think about what delights you. One thing that delights you about your sight.
Something that we see, are you talking about? Like white fluffy clouds. I love white fluffy clouds.
Thank you, Janice. Like that. Okay, are we all ready? Let's shout it out. Okay, cool. All right, and so let's do sound like this. Something that delights us when we hear it. So think about it. Are we all ready? Okay, let's shout it out.
Good morning.
All right, I can feel the world just calming down already. Okay, our sense of smell. What delights you when you smell it? Just think about it for a minute. Are we ready? Is it a tougher one? Okay, when you're ready, shout it out.
Bread.
All right. Did I hear fresh bread anywhere, or cut grass? Yeah. Okay, so taste. What delights you when you taste it? Just think about it. Are we ready? Shout it out.
Chocolate.
All right. Cool. And touch. What delights us when we touch it? Just think about it for a minute. Are we ready? Let's shout it out. Oh, nice. And just take a moment to feel the vibration of appreciation right here in this room. And what we put out here touches the whole world. It's a beautiful thing. Our noticing the precious gift of our 5 senses naturally causes us to live in the 6th sense, that is the vibration that's the beginning of appreciation. There is so much more to life than we can experience even with our amazing senses. And being aware of the more that's there, which appreciation allows us to do, allows us to experience more than what appears to be. And without effort to create experiences that we enjoy throughout the day. As the way of transformation tells us, within each moment, you are the one with the power to make that moment be whatever you wish it to be. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, The Bucket List. It seems to me that everywhere I look, something inspires a talk title or a whole talk. That's everywhere for me. But for example, as you already know, I get so much inspiration from watching the Tigers games on TV. I just do. I mean, their focus, the skill they display, and the playing field, the joy they express with their smiles and their hugs. And as I mentioned last week, the way they openly express their affection for each other. And on rare occasions, because normally I don't get commercials on my TV, but I do with this particular FanDuel thing I'm doing. But on rare occasions when a commercial doesn't cause me to plug my ears and hum or leave the room altogether, I've been inspired by a commercial. There's a few cool ones on there. And like the one that inspired my Father's Day talk a few weeks ago with the title Dedication. Well, today's title was inspired by an animated commercial that begins with, "Travel has gone from being an adventure to a checklist." And it got me thinking that the same could be said about life in general. That for some of us, it's gone from being, probably for most of us, an adventure to a checklist. Checking off our chores and our duties and our obligations, and at the end of the day, just being glad we got it all done. It's no wonder we believe we'd be happier and enjoy life, if only temporarily, if we were somewhere else, on vacation from our life, going to a special spot or a spot that's supposed to be special, because our everyday life doesn't feel special as we live it. Now, I'm sure many of us have places that we'd like to go while we're here on earth, things we'd like to do before we go. Some of those things on our bucket list may seem far off because we're waiting until we have enough time or enough money. But are we, in the meantime, until we can afford to check off a place on our bucket list, feeling like our everyday life isn't interesting or adventurous? Abraham Hicks tells us money isn't the means to a happy life. A happy life is the means to money. The universe doesn't know whether you have $1 million or whether you just feel like you have $1 million. A happy life fills us with what Abraham Hicks calls vibrational currency. It's like having a vibrational bank account or a gigantic bucket that we're free to make a deposit in anytime we choose to. We're free to fill our inner bucket with high value vibrational coins of gratitude that allow us to be able to check off anything that's on our bucket list in this world. Whether we want to travel the world or just feel free enough to travel if we want to, or if we just want to feel healthier or have good relationships, or just to be curious about life again like we used to be, and to see it as the adventure we want wherever we are. Every time we feel good, every time, we make a vibrational deposit that actually grows in interest. It expands and grows. It becomes our point of attraction for everything, no matter what, to get better and better and better and better. When we feel like $1,000,000, the universe brings us the happy life we want in form and expression because our credit score is through the roof. On the other hand, and in this world of contrast, there's always another hand. If we're waiting for something better to show up, whether it's money or waiting to feel better or just waiting for something to manifest first before we feel good about our life, and in the meantime we're focusing on what's missing in our life and thinking about it and talking about it and acting from the lack of it, it's like making vibrational withdrawals that deplete our joy levels and keep us from vibrationally attracting what we want, whatever it is. We need to fill our bucket with vibrational currency if we want to make an adventure out of our life, so that we feel free to make an adventure out of our life every day. If we want to make our life a place we want to go every day. If we're waiting for the world to fill our bucket, then it's important for us to know that it's not the Lord that giveth and then taketh away. It's the world. Eckhart Tolle tells us the joy of being, which is the only true happiness, cannot come to you through some form, possession, accomplishment, person, or event, through something that happened or that happens. This joy cannot come to you ever. It emanates from the formless dimension within you, from our sixth sense and beyond, from your own consciousness, and therefore is one with who you are right now, already, happy, happy. The joy of being, just being alive, arises from within us. It is not dependent on anything exterior from us. It doesn't matter what it is. And yet, even though it's not dependent on possessions or achievements or other people, those things come to us when vibrational currency is available within us to attract them. The bucket of our inner being, our true self, the formless dimension within us, is already full of the allness of eternity. Right now, it's full of whatever we desire, whatever it is, and more than we're capable at the moment of even desiring. And yet it's all here for us. Because whatever we ask for, it's answered. And our inner being is ready to check off our bucket list with us anytime we're ready. And when we're feeling gratitude, we're ready. Namaste.